builds up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense showing a bunch formation now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The tight end has got it, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Makes a quick catch. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Dump off caught by the running back. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
An empty backfield on 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Running out of time in the pocket. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And he's got it down there inside the 35. Steps out of bounds after a huge gain on the play, but it was a flag down, so we'll have to check that out. What a huge moment. That long play wiped away by a penalty. The offense with a long way to go now. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Out of the gun now on third down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Trying for a fourth down completion. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
And the Bulldogs are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Direct snap to the back. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone. Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
And just like that, you go from knocking on the door, ready to put points on the board, to taking a sack. As we all know, when you move down inside the 10-yard line and you decide to throw the ball, things happen fast. You've got to make quick decisions and get the ball out of your hands.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
He's swarmed by the defense. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. And there's the handoff. Running back with the carry. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
As a design quarterback keeper. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Three guys up front, lined up. It's first down.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Caught behind the line. It's Sampson. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to throw yet again. Oh, the pass is picked off. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end? He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
At the 8-yard line. 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick throw caught on the left side. Brought down with the completion, moves the ball down to the 4. A
love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Georgia offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
2nd down now after the sack. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick grab. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Dogs come to the line in a hurry up. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. He's going to pull it down and run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
3rd down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jefferson. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Snags the quick throw. Just trucks through the defender. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown in this offense.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackled after the pick, and then he'll do it for the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Offense getting set. It's second down. On the run, it's Johnson. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? The back's got it. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he's got it again. Fights through the tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Parker. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Jefferson. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Backfield is empty here for 2nd and inches. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey, and off the edge, Kiki Mingo. Just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
The pocket breaking down, and the pressure gets to him again.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the 2nd half.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Is back out on the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Via the screen. Pickup of 13. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 17, LSU 14.
A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Touchdown, LSU. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and packed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. Trying to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A quick throw out left, complete. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The short completion to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Tuggle. Enough for a first down at the 37. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
The Bulldogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
That's reeled in. It's Tuggle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it again. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs here. Picks up the first and is still going. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. And the Bulldogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy.
Timeout, LSU.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
It's now 2nd and goal.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. That one moves the ball to the 13-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush.
And it's intercepted. A crushing play. They bring him down after a short return with a takeaway. The 26-yard line is huge.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot. Looking to find the end zone this time. And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a wide receiver screen. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's second down after that completion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Parker. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Looks like LSU has the first down.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with. They
They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbst football.